And so we had so many things and so many different directions we were going in. And so far we figured out, among the whole crew I was here, we couldn't agree on a thing. And so has that been you guys kind of world lately? Have you tried to talk to folk and agree on something and you find that you're all in Palookaville? If so, well, welcome to the show. And so we were trying to figure out what to do the show about. And so we were talking about how most everybody had a crazy energy discord yesterday. It was sort of one of those weird days where you couldn't quite find the beat. And so it was like this, you could almost get it, but couldn't quite get the beat. That is, unless you're Tenoch, and Tenoch had a perfect day because he's perfect in every way. Right, Tenoch? Hello?
Oh, of
Hello?
course, Gary.
Is
Of
this
course.
thing on?
Thank you for
And so,
acknowledging my greatness. I appreciate that.
yeah, no, what are you doing? Of course, of course. I miss you. Are you back in America? Where are
We
you?
are back. Yeah, we just arrived yesterday. So we were extremely tired and feeling whatever energies. We were just like, oh my God, this is heavy. It was a heavy day yesterday.
Yeah, all
Well,
right.
not perfect.
Not perfect. Okay, all right, that's good. And Judy, what did you have yesterday? What went on with you guys? What happened with you yesterday? How did you
It,
feel?
it was just hard to get anything started. It was like trudging through molasses, which apparently people do. So yeah, it felt.
It was really like that. It was kind of molasses day. It really was. It was sort of like that. And unless I was reading, if I was reading for some crazy reason, I would go totally above it and be totally perfectly fine. And then when I would come out of the readings, I would be like, I felt like I was back swimming in the molasses thing. So I was there with you, Judy. That was like what it felt like. And then as I was talking to the readings, it was crazy. And most of the people I read yesterday in private readings, they were having that molasses kind of day too. But I could clear them, get them above it, and then things were great. And so it was really weird. So I highly recommend you guys read, folks. If you just read, if you go into psychic land and you go higher into the spiritual vibration of everything as high as you can, you'll find that everything seems to just work out. And so that just means meditate more, and you guys will be fine. There was some dark energies though that were
Ironically, when I meditated with a crystal, just for a few minutes, I grabbed one and moved it. I should have cued into it, but of course, my brain was molasses too. But I should have stayed with that crystal and meditated for a minute. Now that you say that.
Yeah, because when you'll find that there's things that make you feel good. I find that amethyst makes me feel good. Amethyst, it's just like this is like when I'm like zapping and this particular, this is a good one here. I like this one. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that
That's
amazing?
nice. Diamonds
Yeah.
make me feel good.
Do they?
Are
And
they?
and and rich men. You're looking for a rich man. I heard somebody told me you were looking to marry money. Yeah.
What? How did that get out in the public?
I don't know. I saw it. It was like a flyer or something. Somebody was passing them out in parking lots. I don't know. Does that make any sense?
God bless them.
Oh, there we go. That's perfect. Brian, how are you doing in Vegas? What's happening with you? You doing all
Very
right?
good. Very good today. Like you said, yesterday was exhausting.
It was kind of weird. It was like this weird, crazy day. I don't know. But then I finally figured it out towards the end of the day. And one of these new entities, it looks like a worm eating the earth, was above the planet. And I thought, my world is like a science fiction movie. And if I can get a spiritual gift big enough to whack this thing, and I did, and then everything felt great. I mean, I'm telling you, as silly as that sounds, it really actually did work. And so many times it's just figuring out what entity's sucking the life out of you, and then you clear it, you get rid of it, you get a spiritual gift, and when you do, you feel good. And so anyway, finally I figured that out at the end of the day. And that was kind of the reason. It makes a lot of sense, really, because we had some entity that was like just draining the light from the planet. And if you live on the planet, you're going to catch it. Now, when I'm in read mode, I'm all up in the cosmos. I'm in Zion heaven. I got angels out there hanging out, so I was doing really good as long as I was reading. And so that's kind of wild. That's what it was like yesterday. But anyway, I'm so glad to talk to you guys. And so what do we figured out we want to do the show on? Did anybody put anything in the chat on what they want us to do the show on?
Yeah, there's actually quite a few that's listed. You
Oh,
want me to read
good.
out to you or?
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
one?
Tell me. Yeah, tell me.
Okay, so Lisa Prashel said, how do you get out of your own way? Same thing with Melissa about past traumas and letting go, and Katrina
Okay.
Ortloff, getting out of your own way. Kia, how do you know if you're making the right decision? Lori Anderson, manifesting heart's desires. Francis Garcia, ADHD with children diagnosis. Carla says using multiple gifts at the same time. And there's a lot more I'm still reading. There's also, let's see, talk about finding out forever soulmates. I don't know, you're okay. Golden Path, also about on the golden path. Evelyn Diaz. See what else. Recovering
Okay.
all of our higher selves.
Okay. Well, you
Charles
know what?
Merlin.
There were several of those that made a lot of sense, and they actually are saying the same thing a different way. And the one thing is getting out of your own way. How many people are aware when you're in your own way? I am. I got that. Right. And so I want to, I think that this is like a shoe in big deal show to talk about how to get out of your own way. And I can spiritually tell you how to do that. And so we're going to get the spiritual gifts to show you guys. We're going to ask God for those gifts, ask the angels for those gifts to get out of our own way. And so then what happens when you get out of your own way? You get on your golden diamond path. You do, because you're on your golden diamond path, and then you end up where you're wanting to go to. And so let's talk about that just for a minute. And so let me talk to Terry's iPad. I felt like you really meant it, Terry, when you said, "Me, I know when I'm in my own way." And so, does that make sense? Tell me how you know when you're in your own way.
Nothing goes well. Nothing goes well. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, nothing goes well. It's like, and it's very self-serving usually.
Like it
And
rains children. That's
well,
what happens.
I got a couple of those too. I just came from my girlfriend's house in the snow. She's my age, raising 6 kids, and I'm raising 2. And so we had to take a break in a hotel.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a really nice weekend. But anyway, I got to see me live. What a gift. She's more controlling, more micromanaging, and more negative than I can be. And I didn't judge her. God let me see the movie of what I look like when I get like that. So it wasn't even uncomfortable. It was just, I was very clear. I was supposed to be there. I was supposed to see that.
I think a whole lot of us are going through this wake up call where we're really getting to see what we're like. And because we're experiencing that. And I really think that we're all in some karmic little spin where, okay, get it. Are your eyes open yet? Open your eyes a little wider. And so God does a thing where he barely cracks his eyes open like this. And he goes, and he leans back. I see him when he does this. And
nice.
He lets me know that he is like, okay, your eyes are a little open now. Now open. Well, so then just open them. And so many times when you see those awareness things, like you look at your friend and you go, oh my God, that's me when I'm in my own way. And so then you learn what you don't want to be. A lot of times you learn what you want to be by figuring out what you don't want to be. And then the fact that you guys have spiritual gifts and you understand spiritual gifts, that's like cheating. Most people don't have a clue. Most people really are clueless. I mean, if you think about it, they really are. I mean, they've got these giant problems that they could solve if they just simply grabbed a sword, cleared the darkness, cleared their partner, cleared whoever's messing with them, you see, and or whatever's messing with them, and they would be just fine. They would be just fine. And so if they just use their spiritual gifts, and so it's like that.
I'm trying to think if I used mine. I think I did a little bit, but not. Another awareness I got that it was I need to up my game.
Yeah, and
With-
use your gifts you have. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, when I look at you, you have a black box hovering behind you. Okay.
Okay.
And so you would use you got multiple swords that will clear that black box. Black boxes are boxes of anger, and they're just waiting to go blump on your head and
Yeah.
in your heart and in your and go over you. And when you're inside of one of these black boxes of anger, you can't work out nothing.
Is
'Cause
this
you
my
just-
anger? Is this my anger or hers?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
If it's
all
hers,
right.
if it's hers and it jumps on you, you borrowed it. And many times
Yeah,
we'll borrow it.
yeah.
Okay, there you go. Now, as soon as you did that one little thing, now look how warm your feet are.
Oh yeah.
I
They've
didn't
been
do that. You,
cold.
yeah, but you feel that, and now I see you starting to sweat a little bit, and now you're slightly happy and you're smiling.
I'm
This
clearing. I'm clearing my crazy friend.
Oh, good. Oh, whoops! I lost you. I lost your volume somehow. Oops. Oh, there we are. You're back. Okay. Yeah. And so there we go. I got you back. And so you cleared your crazy friend. Well, when you cleared your crazy friend, it actually cleared. It cleared more energy when you cleared your crazy friend than when you cleared yourself.
Oh,
when
nice.
when you did that. And so that
Yeah.
let me know, okay, that was her anger, but she had projected that on you because you spent some time with her. So the good news is she feels better, you feel
Oh,
worse.
good.
And so
But I have
and
the
so-
tools.
yeah, but you have
I
the
have the
gifts.
tools to
So
do it, yeah.
so but that's what's really, really important. So as you figure out, we're almost like cheating because we have spiritual gifts that we can straighten our mess out with. And so, and there you are, and then you're back on your golden path. And so you could just ask for your golden path.
Yeah.
And then God said, which one would she like? You have a ton of golden paths. Okay. And then I heard God say, which one does she want? So just say all of them. All
I
of
want
them.
all the ones that you want for me, God. Whatever
He
you
wants
want
everything for
me.
you. He wants everything
Okay.
for you. And he gave
I
you a
love
golden
God.
he gave you he loves you back. He gave you a super golden heart. And so there. And so I see that golden heart going in your chest. But see, as you get these spiritual gifts, you just get right through it. It's easy. It's really, really easy. So that's how we fix our crazy selves. And so that's it, or our angry selves. And that's how you get out of your way. You get out of your way by using your spiritual gifts. And so, but I think it's great that you recognize when you're in your way. See, because most people don't. Most people are so afraid of being wrong that they're almost never right because they're so afraid of being wrong. But if you think about it, I always say this as one of my sayings: when you figure out you're wrong, then you're right. So why would you not want to figure out you're wrong? Well, if you figure out you're wrong, it's a great thing because then you're right. And so, but I think you're great. There we are. Use your gifts. Use your gifts. Just know.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. I love you. See you soon.
Love you
There
too.
we go.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Yeah. No anger boxes. No anger boxes. Yeah. When those things jump on you, you are like beat up. They grab you. They totally grab you. Who else feels like they're not really right on in the center of their street? You know, it's like you're kind of off a little, or who feels like that? Who's had okay, Maria A. Hey, there we are. I'll talk to you. Hey girl, let me look at you. There we are. Unmute yourself.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, there we are. Okay, let me look at you.
Okay.
You know what you got going when I look at you, and sometimes you feel like you're in your own way.
Yes.
And I can see what you're doing. You're empathing your husband.
Oh.
Is he
Yeah,
right there?
that makes sense. Yeah.
He's right there with you?
No, he was. He's downstairs now, but he's in the house.
Oh, you ran him off. Okay, I'm gonna watch the show. You go leave. Anyway, but I see you're empathing him. And because you're pregnant.
Yes.
And like you're like real pregnant. How pregnant are you? Almost like you're like 8 months or something, or what are you? Like
7 months.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
And he, they say that guys kind of empath their pregnant wife, and I think he's more pregnant than you.
Yeah.
I think he's having triplets right about now. So for him, this is like really, nerve wracking.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to understand that. What's wrong with you?
Right.
Okay. So instead of clearing let's look. Okay. So use your spiritual gifts. Use your
Okay.
spiritual gift. I see a sword. I see a staff, and I see a beautiful rainbow heart. That's an understanding heart. And many times it's even like the Sacred Heart of Christ, and it's got a Mother Mary energy on it. So it's a maternal energy. And so he's about to be a mother.
Okay.
And he don't know how to act with being a mother. He's like, what do I do here? What do I do? I've never been a mother before,
Yeah.
or a father. And so,
Yep.
I see this big Sacred Heart of Christ coming down with the Mother Mary energy on it, and it's all rainbow and beautiful heart. Take that heart; it's a gift from God, and put it in your husband's chest. And put it in your chest is fine. You already got yours. Put it in
Okay.
his. There you go. Put it in his. Look how you feel.
Yeah. It was like a whiff. Like I felt something on my nose.
It just went up with like poof, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Look how clear your head is.
It's silent, actually. Yeah.
Is that crazy?
Yeah.
Right?
How
So
do I
many
keep
times
that going?
keep cramming gifts at him until he straightens up.
Okay.
That's all you got to do. Here, I know you're pregnant, more pregnant than me. You're going through things. Here, take this. Anyway, but he needed to feel that kind of maternal love.
Okay.
And he needs to hear that he's going to be really good at being a father,
Okay. I can do
and
that.
and a mother. And so
Okay.
he needs to hear that. He needs to feel that.
Okay.
And so because he's really a very loving person
Mhm.
that almost wants to claim he's not,
Yes.
and some sort of a strange, like guys do, guys
Yep.
act like guys, and but he really is very loving, very sensitive, and very kind and very sweet.
Yes.
And he's just hoping, because there's almost no auditioning for this part of being the first time you're a father or a
Okay.
mother. It's like, okay, here you go. And so it's really important. There it is, Sacred Heart of Christ. And it's got a Mother Mary energy. And so, but that feels really, see how you feel? You feel really good inside. Y'all warm and fuzzy.
Yep. My feet are all hot and tingly.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I see halos around your baby.
Okay.
So I feel how your neck got warm right then.
Yes,
You
it
feel it,
did.
you could feel it. And
Mhm.
and so I see all this light going into you. Well, that's the light going into the baby. And so I think like babies and like I remember I can remember being in my mother's womb. I can remember this.
Oh,
And
wow.
so and I remember things all the way back to there. I know that sounds a little crazy, but I can. And so now your baby's getting zapped with the same love from you guys. And there's nothing you can do more, nothing you can do better. So
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, that's beautiful. Tell him he did that. It was a part of that.
Okay.
And so, yeah, tell him he's doing a good job. He just needs to hear, you're doing a good job. That's what he needs to hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
can do that.
practice. So practice. I will
I
tell him.
will tell him he's doing an excellent job. He's doing a good job.
Okay.
He's doing a great
There
job.
we are.
Yes.
Right. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Do it and shake your head up and down, not like this,
Yes, I will tell him. I promise.
All right, there we go. Anyway, that's all you got to do. It looks good though. It looks good. But he needed a spiritual gift. See, a lot of times, guys, the people around us need spiritual gifts. And if they have spiritual gifts, they straighten out. And sometimes they just need to hear they're doing a good job. And so they need just a little bit of, like, hey, attaboy, And so
Yeah.
there you go. Good luck, honey.
Wonderful.
Thank
Thank you, Gary.
Hey, thanks. Now you're back on track. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Congratulations, beautiful.
Oh, Michelle said, congratulations, beautiful. There we are. There. That's perfect. Good. Who are we talking to, Michelle? You pick somebody.
Oh,
You got a
yay.
list?
Thank you so much. Yes, can we please go to Miss Lynn? I think it's Macaris in London.
Lynn McCarran.
Lynn,
Please
yes.
unmute yourself.
Thank you. Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Gary from
Hey.
London. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What are you doing? You're over in London.
I'm just in London here. I'm going to meet a very special Englishman that I've been seeing for the last few years. And we've gone out a few times and we've been communicating back and forth since COVID and everything. And I'm here to see him. And I just wanted to say, first of all my health issues are good. Thank you once again. Ever since that day, I've been A-okay with everything. And
Awesome.
I just want to be cleared because I feel as though I want to be seen as who I am, and I want him to get to know my soul. I just want to be clear because I am ready for the love of my life. I haven't dated in 17 years since my divorce, and I just feel like I'm ready, and I'm so gravitated to Englishmen. So I'm here to see him, and I will be seeing him on Thursday.
They actually say Englishmen are good lovers. I mean, for real, that's like kind of I've heard that sometimes, like different,
I
I don't know who, what is it?
I haven't had that in a long time, so I wish it's true.
Yeah. Well, I think that he's attracted to you because you're so unique, you're so fun, and you have a tremendous intellect he enjoys, and he's not a dumb guy. So you actually got a smart one. And so, yeah, very smart. And so I think you guys are going to just really have fun. I would talk about, as much as he's intellectual, he's very smart, I would talk about dumb stuff. And I would just have fun talking about junk. And I think that he's going to just love to be a child is with you. And so the biggest thing you can ask God for your child spirit.
Yes.
Do it now.
Asking God for my child spirit.
Just ask him. Say, God, please give me my child spirit.
God, I want my child spirit back.
There it goes. Okay, you got 1, 2, 3. And then he gave you a major child spirit and it just jumped in your body. Look how you feel.
Love it.
You feel it? It feels kind of like giddy. You feel sort of giddy now. It's kind of, that's great. And you guys can piggyback off of any of these gifts. If you need to feel your sense of joy, your true sense of joy, now's a good time to ask God for your child spirit. And so, because that'll just really, really light you up. That's what I'm seeing. And so he's wanting to take you to 2 or 3 places that he's really overthought. he's smart, but he overthinks things like smart people do. And tell him that you're happy sitting on a park bench eating a popsicle. Make him understand that he's not really having to audition too hard, because you're just happy to hang out with him and do nothing. And this would be his favorite thing to be able to do with somebody is nothing. And so I see that if you just, let him know you're good with nothing. And you're also good. You can, when you can ride down the road with somebody and you don't have to really have conversations, but you're just hanging. He likes that. And too. So, I mean, just talk about those things. And I think that you guys will get along famously. Feels really good to me. And I see him buying you something really fun, whatever that is.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So, so he's not cheap.
He's just recuperating from cancer and he's in remission. He's good. And he's having another physical on Thursday morning to make sure that everything.
It feels really good to me. I would say that he feels slightly dehydrated to me, which could be some of the medications or something. But he feels slightly dehydrated. That's what I see. And so make him aware. Okay. And so, but I just cleared him off and he looks great. I think sometimes when people have their cancer, scare, if you would, and sometimes you can have cancer scares, which are heart attacks, and sometimes you can have cancer scares, which are other things. And when you have that, you have such a bigger appreciation of life.
Correct.
I know I went through my whole dying thing with COVID, which changed me a lot spiritually, but didn't change me at all. I'm still the same. But I got more gifted. I could see Zion Heaven, which is the biggest heavens. I learned spiritually all these secrets that no one knew. So I mean, it was life changing for me, and I could heal a lot more people much faster. And I could also explain and teach people and get people to help them get the gifts that were, life changing. And so that was a big deal. He went through a similar thing where he realized that his life was a lie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he told you that or not, but he did. Okay. Because he just feels like his whole life was a lie. And he goes, what was I thinking? And so now he's just playing himself in the movie. And I think you really are in love with that guy. And
I
think
am.
and I think he's really in love with you, which is nice.
Oh, that would be
Well, he's looking for somebody who just wants to love him. That's all he's wanting. So hey, I see a soulmate connection. I see you holding hands with him in Zion Heaven. That indicates that he's a Zion soulmate. Zion soulmates are big deals. When this means that you have the connection as high as it goes and up there. But I see him holding hands with you, and I see him walking along the cliff there in Zion Heaven. And while you're there, and just imagine yourself walking along the cliff, and while you're there, I'm going to have you take advantage of this. Okay, there's a big gorge and a river below down a cliff, and you're going to look, and coming in from the ocean is a white fog. I want you to allow that white fog to fill your body full of that white fog, pure healing energy. This is the best energy in all of God's universes, and allow it to fill his body full as well. This will keep him healthy and keep you healthy. And so there we are. And so now look how you feel now. Slightly teary, feet are hot, getting really warm. Feel the difference?
And it's very cold here too. Yes, I'm feeling warm.
Good. You're going to be fine. He is too. All right. Tell him he's going to be fine. Yeah. He should be silly and drink more, I think. So that's what I think.
I just want to be cleared, and I want him to see my soul. I want him to see the real me.
Well, you are the real you. So anybody that talks to you is going to see you're real you. And so you're good. I love you. You be good. Okay. Let us know. Come to a retreat. You got to come to a retreat. It feels like you would get so much out of a retreat.
I see Jenny. For Jeannie, we are going to get together and do the next retreat with you.
Oh, good. Perfect. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. And speaking of which, we got the retreat, and it's May 4th through the 7th. And all you got to do is get in touch with Michelle, and you can call her at 702-822-0548, 702-822-0548. And check out.
He's got your number memorized.
I do.
Good job.
I can call you anytime now.
You sure
I'll aggravate
can.
the hell out of you. And so, Michelle, can you do this for me? Michelle, can you do that for me? You'll be like, oh my God, forget my number. Yeah. And so there we are, spiritual retreat right here in beautiful Star, North Carolina, my home. And it's the 4th through the 7th. And all you guys got to do, call 800-827-GARY or 702-822-0548. Talk to Michelle or Michelle at GarySpivey.com, and she'll call you back. And so I appreciate you guys. And this retreat will sell out, I believe. You think so too,
This is going to be a great one.
This is going to be one of your biggest retreats, I believe. Yeah.
And it's but it's the best. I mean, it's really good. I know it's, I looked at the list of the people that are coming, and these are people that you want to be best friends with. Yeah. I mean, these are folks that you want to hang out with. These are people that if you got these guys for your best friends, you're covered. I mean, it really is important to have really good best friends that are there for you, and you're there for them. And that's what oneness really is. And so this is a retreat of best friends. I think you guys will freak out at what you find. Anyway, so make sure you come, and I look really forward to it. I got some really cool stuff planned for you guys. You guys are going to have some fun. I like entertaining you guys. I really do. I'm just having so much fun, entertaining you at the retreats.
Lots of surprises.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Who are we talking to?
Oh, thank you, Gary. Let's go to Tammy Martinez. Miss Tammy Martinez. Right
Is it just under Tammy?
Right here. Yep. Hey, Tammy.
Hello, how are you guys?
We're good, girl. What's up?
I
What's
got my
happening with you?
I just got my crystal, so I was playing with them.
Oh, good. Let me see. What'd you get? Let me see.
This one is my bog crystal.
Oh, that's nice. I remember that. I love that. Yeah.
And
When you look inside of it, if you imagine a spiral, like a clockwise spiral, you'll feel your whole body get sucked into this vortex of light, and you'll get charged up from it. If you notice now, see, now you got warm. See, feel that? Yeah, because every one of these, every crystal does something different. Every single one does something different, and I just love the different ones that do the different things. You know, I love this amethyst one. I've been playing with this one all day.
Yeah, my husband likes the natural one where I kind of like the polish, and that's why I was drawn to this one, was because what I connected with in the center.
Yeah, it's kind of right.
That
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. That one had its own little vortex happening, you know, and then it turns into as big as the universe vortex, which is really nice. That's really
good. And then
good.
you picked out this one for me.
Those are calming. They get rid of anxiety.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
And then I had you just pick out a random heart you thought was be good for me, and you picked out this one, and I'm very like drawn. I can't put it down.
Well, when you hold it, if you notice your knee joints feel good. You feel that? It's like all your joints. I feel the joints in your body feeling better. Yeah. So I don't always know what they do. They're healing. Different ones have healing abilities. And that one heals your joints. Well, and so
that's awesome, because I have patella grinding in my knees, bone spurs in my neck, and a bad back where I'm always in pain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that's what that one's doing for you, because, well, that's your problem. So that's what it's healing. So interesting. And so, but that's what's occurring. That's nice. Yeah. I'm glad you got your crystal. So anyway, so we're talking about, do we know when we're in our own way? Do you know when you're in your own way? And how do you know?
It was really funny because this week I was really like, with all the work stuff that has been happening. And then I got a letter from unemployment saying I may not be eligible. And I was like, how could this be? And so I was like really overthinking it yesterday and was really stuck, like the molasses, like you said. So I told my husband last night, I came to bed and I meditated. I went to the Zions, the other layers above the earth. And I just was like, I'm going to let it go, because there's no possible way. And so once I got up today, I was fine. I was great. But I saw that I was just kind of stuck there in my own way.
So you used your ability to go higher with your spiritual gifts. That's what that is. And you went higher and you got above it.
Yeah.
Bingo. Yeah. That's what you do. That's what you do. There you go.
And I did that. And then I went to my sister's house today, and we were actually talking about you, because she went with me to a seminar. And I was like, do you remember when we went to that seminar with Gary Spivey years ago? She goes, yeah, I just remember his hair. I said, do you remember the pictures with the orbs around us? And she's like, no. So I told her, I was like, yeah, I do his Zoom meetings. And she's like, oh, well, that's really good. I'm glad it's helping you. And so I told her I was going to ask about her, my nephew today, if you don't mind.
Okay. All right.
He's got special needs. He's got a very rare thing going on, and he's on the spectrum of autism. He's 7 years old. He speaks about 50%. And I just want to see if you could clear him.
Okay, there. It was very easy. I just did.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. He's like he's a super bright light. He hangs out of his body about half the time. And then sometimes he's in his body. And lately he actually looks at you in the eyes and talks.
Yeah, I've been able to understand him more. So I told her, I was like, his communication is better. I'm able to understand him. She's like, well, I'm glad to hear that, because I know a lot of the times I can't tell because I'm with him all the time. I said, no, I'm having a better time understanding him.
Yeah, no, he's much better. And so I just talked to him. I said, he's cool. He gave me a high five. Does he do that?
Yes, he does.
He does, right?
Bam.
Yeah.
So he gave me a high five today. He met Stomper, the elephant. He loves baseball. So
yeah, no, he just gave me a high five. And I said, hey, buddy. And I said, can you get in your body for a minute here for me? He jumped right in his body. And then he's just playing little games, having fun. He's happy. He's a happy kid.
He really is. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm just talking to him, and I can have a conversation with him. And then if you start talking to him telepathically, the way you do it is you look above his head. And you look at him, and you say,
Okay.
You look up above his head and you start talking to him up there. And then he'll come down. You ask him, can he get in his body? And you clear his body with your spiritual gifts. And then you slip him down into his body. And that's how I've made literally hundreds of kids not be autistic.
Good.
I told you the
Yeah.
secret.
Mhm.
Okay. That's the secret. That's not a secret. That's easy. Right. And bizarrely, I figured this out because I had someone who had race horses, and they were really expensive race horses, and I would clear the race horses for them, and they paid me a lot of money back in the day to clear their race horses. And because race horses are kind of nuts, they're sort of high strung and crazy, and they're much like autistic kids, you would think. But they're not nuts at all. They're actually brilliant, but they're spiritually gifted, and little things bug them, and other things make them really happy. So I would figure out what made them happy and what bugged them, and then I would slip them into their body, and they would go win a race every time. You know, and so this fellow who was the owner of these famous racehorses was like, "You're like an insurance policy." And so he goes, I'm going to win a race. That's all I got to do is talk to you every time. So anyway, but it was interesting. And then when I worked with my first autistic children, this lady had two. I've told the story many times. She had two little boys. One was 2, one was 4, and she had 2 autistic children, cute as could be. And she was Hispanic. She called me Miracle Man. She spoke very broken English, and she said, Miracle Man, help my babies. Right. And I said, okay, what do you want me to do? She said, they're autistic. Make them normal, make them talk. And I was like, sure. And I'd never done this before. This is the very first time I did it. It was back in the mid-90s. And I was in Los Angeles, and I heard, just do like you do with the racehorses. And I'm like, okay. And that's how I figured it out. And but I went up and I told the little kid, I said, can you come down here and talk to your mom? And he was like, what would you like for me to say? He was very articulate. And I said, tell her you love her. And I cleared his body because it was dark. And then he slipped into his body and he looked up and he said, Mom, I love you.
Aww.
There, And then I said, well, there we go. And then she said, fix the other one. And I'm like, oh, good Lord. I don't know if I can repeat this act, but I did. And he just simply looked up, little guy, he was 2 years old. He looked up and said, hi. And so I was like, okay, I'm off to the races. I can do this, See, spiritually speaking, once you learn how to do something, even something as crazy as talking or working or dealing with autistic children, you can do it again and again and again. So spiritually speaking, spiritual gifts, once you learn how to use them, it really is great because you can continue to do it, and you'll be brought these situations that you can solve and that you can fix. So anyway, I worked on him. He's going to be a lot better, is what I see.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and use that on my anxious, zealous puppy over here. Maybe it'll work. You never know.
No, your puppy's backwards in its body.
Oh, well, turn around.
Yeah. All right, let me look at it. There we go. And now I just turned it around for you. Now then, your puppy's going to act better.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
I'm going to quit doing everything backwards. Anyway, thanks, honey. Good luck.
Thank you. Love you.
Hey, big love. Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy.
Cool.
I love your crystals. Love your crystals.
Yeah, that's so cool. And it's really neat too when you guys figure out that they actually work. I mean, these days I think people will try anything. Like, I don't know, maybe they'll work. Well, they do. And so when you figure out things that work, then they feel really, really good. Like, I was really attracted to this one today. And so this is
That's
great.
beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful? That's just the coolest piece of amethyst. And I can zap all you guys and heal you guys with it. Notice your feet. All you guys can feel your feet warm, your legs warm, your head hot. I mean, this thing is really, it's heavy, but it's also there's a very powerful amethyst crystal. And so I was writing about amethyst today. I'm working on this really cool website that'll teach you guys how to use your crystals too. And so I'm having fun.
People are asking about
Yeah,
the website.
I'm putting that together. I'm having fun. And I really do have fun putting it together where I always try to figure out things where it's really easy to do, because it is. It's really easy. It's just a process. It's just how it works. Who we talking to, girl?
Ooh, speaking of crystals, Catherine Alvear was wanting to know. So we're going to spotlight Catherine since she has a hand raised.
Okay.
Hi, Catherine. I think this is her first time being spotlighted.
Are you there, Catherine? Oh, there you go.
Hi.
Hey, my girl. Hey, what's going on?
A lot. Okay. Speaking of autistic kids, my 7-year-old also is on the spectrum, and I've been wanting to clear him for a while.
Okay. He's got a lot of things going on. He actually has 2 spirits and he has 1 body. And so I'm trying to figure out the second spirit. He's got an add-on. And so sometimes is he in like a really great mood, and then sometimes he's not in a great mood? Does that make any sense? You're frozen. I hope you come back. And so there we had, I don't know if you're gonna.
Maybe she's just staring at you.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
yeah, you had a real dumb stare. And if how come we get frozen in such strange positions? I don't know, whatever. And so, but is he like almost 2 people? Do you catch that with him?
Yes. He is.
Okay.
He's wild. He's wild.
Okay.
So it's really hard sometimes to understand what he's going through. He can't control his emotions at times, and then he's happy one minute, and then the next he's very agitated, and he doesn't know how to communicate well. I mean, he's done a lot of progress with speaking, but it's hard sometimes.
Well, he's got 2 spirits in 1 body, and so we don't want him to be a multiple personality autistic kid. That's not what we're looking for here. And so, but he has 2 spirits, and when I look at him, I'm trying to figure out the add-on spirit. Did you lose a child before him? Was there anything like that? Could he have been a twin at birth and you didn't know it? A lot of times there's actually twins. But a lot of times there's twins in the beginning, and then one twin sort of disappears, and then there's just one that's born. So this happens a lot of times. I'm trying to figure out, how did he get to this discord?
I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, I don't think it was that. Let me see. Okay, so he was born, he came back in. I think he picked up an add-on spirit when he came back in, when he was born. And so this is what I'm seeing. And so I'm sometimes earthbound spirits will hang out with a super bright light, and somehow he's ended up with an add-on spirit. In other words, like he came back in, he was born in a hospital. There was some kid hanging out in a hospital that was lost. And not, something didn't work out right, and he was, as a kid, he's a dead kid, and so this kid went to him instead of going to the light. He's such a bright light that they went to him. In other words, he collects dead people, and so let me get this off of him, and he's going to. Yeah, so this will help him out. I worked with a gal the other day who had this going on, and so, but she had collected. She was in, I can't remember. Maybe she was 30-some years old or something, and had this happening. And she had collected many earthbound spirits. Sometimes when you collect these earthbound spirits, they go to you because they think you are the light, because they didn't go to the light, and so for whatever reason they were earthbound, and they end up going to the brightest thing they can find. Well, your cool little guy there is a real super bright light. So this spirit went to him. I know I'm just almost too much information, but here I'm clearing this. I'm getting a hold of this spirit, asking the angel Michael to help me. And because this spirit is really hung up and don't want to go. And the angel Michael just, wrapped his cloak around this earthbound spirit. And there we go. Now look how warm you feel now.
Yeah.
What does that feel like?
I feel calm.
Calm, right. And so does your kid. And so now he's going to be calm and cool and happy. And so there we are. And so that's what's going to happen. I see him evolving really fast. He's going to be able to do all kinds of things. And I think before too long, there won't be anything that even makes you think that he's even close to being autistic at all. Sometimes they just pop out, and I think he's a pop out. I think he really is. I think he's going to pop out of this, and I think he's going to be really good. He responds to colors. He likes very colorful things. He likes super bright things. He likes lights. And so
yes.
He does? Makes sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah. He's very, very visual, and he likes music.
Yes.
And so I'm just asking him what he likes, and he's telling me. See, because I'm telepathically talking to him, and I'm conveying to him that I told you what he liked. And so he likes, I'm trying to figure out, what do I smell cooking? I don't know if it's tacos or hamburgers or is something, feels like that. What is that? What does he like to eat?
He's very picky. He doesn't really. He likes candy and chocolate. So I'm trying to
Okay, try
him off the sugar.
Try tacos. Try tacos. It feels like he likes tacos, and he'll eat.
Tacos.
Yeah, and he'll eat French fries.
Oh, perfect.
And so that's what I see. So good luck. Good luck, honey. I got him straightened out. You'll be surprised. Okay. All right. Yeah, he had an extra add-on. He had an add-on spirit that would make your life hell. And so now he won't be angry and stuff. It'll be a lot better. There we go. Who are we talking to, Michelle?
Thank you, Gary. Let's go to Jody Downhill.
That's who I wanted to talk to. That's perfect.
I
Yes.
felt you, Gary.
I beamed her.
Don't you know I'm psychic?
All right,
No, I'm
Jody.
kidding.
You are.
Hey.
That's
Hey,
awesome.
Jody.
Hey, girl. Hey, honey.
Thank you.
Hey, my girl.
Hey.
Where are you? Are you in Florida, or are you back in
No,
California?
I'm in my clinic in the lobby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I was in
Huh?
Florida 2 weeks ago, getting stuff ready so the horses can go. So
Oh,
almost got
okay.
all that ready for the horses.
Oh, good. You look good.
I'm tired. I've been very tired. I hugged my good friend there, and I've been tired since then. She goes, the only thing you pick up is like, you'll be really tired. And I have been really tired. So I just can't snap it out of the tired.
I can fix it. And let me fix it for you. Let me fix it. When I look, you have a couple of these entities that are messing with you. And I'm just clearing those off. There we go. 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 Oh, wow. And then you got a gigantic higher self that's moving into you, moving into your body. And this is really going to help you focus and be clear. It's like and then I see a bunch of paths ending up below your feet. Feel your feet getting lighter. I see your heart getting warmer. I know you lost your sister. And so, but I'm seeing that now you're able to be in your own space. And you're not intruded with that energy, because she was your twin. But you're not going to be intruded. But many times we refer to her, I hope I can say it, as a kind of a dark force to be reckoned with sometimes. But now I feel that you, with this spirit that God just put in your body, it's a beautiful golden spirit, and it looks like golden and almost like it's made of citron. It's like this crystal right behind me right there.
Mm-hmm.
And so it looks like that one. And so, or citrine, excuse me. And so but it looks just like that. And so I just see this spirit around you, and it's really, really golden. Golden will also make you lucky with money. and end up, things will just make a lot of sense. I see you all gold, really bright, almost just like the illustration right there. And so, but I just see this wonderful bright light around you. And so now, can you tell your feet are lighter in your hands?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my head feels like it's like warm, and I can feel the pressure that coming through.
Yeah,
I could feel that she was still on me somewhat, because
well,
there's probably layers.
Well, there's higher selves. I got rid of a ton upon her passing, but there's a lot of lingering. I mean, we have thousands of higher selves, and so you can have good higher selves, and you can also have possessed higher selves. And if a person is pretty possessed, they're going to have pretty possessed higher selves, and so this can attack you long after the person is gone. And so, but as I see, it looks like all of those blew off of you. I just see you looking super bright with this super bright new golden spirit. This is going to lead you to just whatever your perfect world, your perfect heaven is. I see all your higher selves just really intact and going up. It looks much like that illustration. And so that's just going to really feel good for you. It looks good. Looks all beautiful. And now I see a golden crystal heart in your chest. And these are some of the gifts, guys, you guys would want as well. And so there's like this, it almost looks like a heart, but it almost looks like a disco ball, if you would. And I see it in your chest, and it just projects light everywhere. So good. Hey, did you have a question, honey? Any questions?
Yeah, my nephew, who now kind of taken under my wing because his mother was really awful, and he now is realizing that there are normal people in this world, and so I'm trying to help him, and he has a lot of things he's dealing with, and if you could clear him of he's negative Nelly, and he's like, this is going to happen. I was like, no, and I kept telling him everything's going to be fine, everything's going to be fine, but I think he needs a good clearing, because I mean I'm talking to him every day because he's got these things that he's making them bigger than they are, that are coming up, like court cases, and he's dealing with his mother's like homes that are a wreck, and he's just like really worried about everything, and I think he's handling it pretty well considering. And I said, this was a blessing. I said, now you can start a new chapter of your life, and I can too. And it's like, oh,
I think he's really doing pretty good. I'm with you because of your tutelage and you helping him. I hear you are saving his life. So I just wanted to tell you how good of a job you're doing, because when I hear somebody save somebody's life, there's nothing bigger. And so, but you're actually saving his life. And so, and he needs it because he's been absent of love for a very long time, from a mother figure. And not only were you, of course, she's your identical twin, so you look like each other a bit, but you, for him to realize there are good people, there's sweet people, there's loving people, and you can actually be happy. And so, and I think you're really installing that in him, and he needed that, and because he's a good kid.
Yeah, he never had any reinforcements. I mean, he always felt like he was the worst person and doing everything wrong, and she was just horrible to him. And and so he stepped up to the plate when she was dying and stuck with them. It's like, I would have left a long time ago, but that's the only person he had. So and he didn't know that was like not normal.
He didn't know, but now he does, and that's because of you. So you're doing the best thing you could ever do. But you're making a difference. You saved his life. I hear you saved his life. That's what I heard. So I just cleared him off, and he looks bright. He looks really bright. And what's interesting, he actually got the same big giant golden spirit that you got. It just rolled into him right then. So this is obviously, she had some way to subdue a person's light to where they didn't get what they had coming. And so because he got the same golden spirit that I saw roll into you. And so it's kind of crazy, the interactions we have with different people that help our lives, that are angels for us. And then sometimes we have people that really are demons for us. And so, but there we are. And so I think that's beautiful. Anyway, better run. Thank you. I love you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
Hey, I appreciate you.
And hopefully we can talk soon.
We can.
It didn't happen this week, but it's all right. Thank you for talking to me today.
All right. Thank you.
Love you guys. Thanks, Dean. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you, Jody.
Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Perfect. That's good. Who are we talking to?
Thank you, Gary. I think we're gonna go to Josie's iPhone. This might be one of her first times.
All right.
Josie's iPhone. Please unmute yourself.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good, good. What's your question, honey?
So I was just wondering if my boyfriend has any like negative energy. He's just been struggling with depression and alcoholism and just struggling in general right now.
Yeah. Does he smoke weed too?
He did. He doesn't anymore, as far as I know.
Okay. All right. That really messed him up. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He would get goofy when he would get high, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I'm just seeing. He has to be really careful of. He's got one friend that's sort of a wake and baker, and so I don't know if it makes sense to you. And so
yeah.
And so he's got to be a little careful that you don't slip into that, because I see the friend does wax, does dabs. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a type of way you smoke. But this particular thing can really destroy people. It's not just like doing THC. It's not like smoking a joint. This is something that really causes brain damage, heart damage, and it makes a person. It's known as the drug that is called the defamation drug. It makes the person want to defame and destroy everybody they love. And they do a pretty damn good job of it. And there's a group of demons associated with this particular drug that he wouldn't want to get in touch with or wouldn't want to be around. And he does have one friend that I see doing that. So, that's the only thing when I look at him. And I think maybe, I don't know if he did it for a little while, but I see he did a little damage with some of the THC. And so, I'm clearing that off. I'm trying to clear the energy off of him. It's pretty dark. And so there we go. I just popped him out of it. See how you got dizzy?
Yeah.
You feel it, right?
Yeah.
You got dizzy in your head. So he's going to feel better. He'll feel better. How old is he?
He will be 30 this year.
Okay. And how old are you?
I just turned 27 in February.
Oh, you look so young. Look at you. And so, well, there, I just cleared him. He's going to feel a whole lot better. And so I feel like he'll get on a roll because of you. That's what I think. So I think you can really help him. He's trying to be good. He's trying not to be an addict. And so I think he has to treat his addiction really, really, really serious. And I think he's also a hereditary alcoholic. He had drinkers in his family, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so who was a drunk in his family? Who was an alcoholic in his family?
I believe his dad is.
Okay. And so, because what I see is with those guys, you learn a lot by reading online stuff, and so, but with hereditary alcoholics, their average life expectancy, I think, is between 32 and 39. Because they will drink themselves to death. So I think you're going to make the difference to get him out of this. And so that's what I think. Okay.
Thank you.
Good luck. I appreciate you. I cleared him. It'll be easier now than ever before. I got rid of a bunch of addictive demons while I was talking to you. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. It feels much better. Good luck, honey. Good luck. That's a tough one. Wow. Addiction's a tough one these days. You know what's really crazy? Let me tell you, all my addict buddies, and all my people who I love so much that are that have addict relatives, people that have addictions in their relatives or your friends or your relationships, whoever you're with. This is a real serious thing. Heaven turned up the volume on the negative side of addiction 40 to 50 times what it was. Ouch. So this is hard for addicts right now, because addicts have got this thing where that energy, the negative side of being an addict, which is negative, real negative already, the energy got turned up like 40 or 50 times. So this would be a good reason to not be one. And so you just have to, guys, don't do it. Whatever your addiction is, don't do it. If it's drinking, don't drink. If it's smoking, don't smoke. If it's more serious stuff, don't do it. Because if you do, you're going to get body slammed really fast. I'm seeing this in so many readings and people I talk to in private readings. And so you want to just be really, really careful and be aware of that. Who are we talking to, guys?
Oh, thank you, Gary. Let's go ahead and go to Kia.
All right.
Hello, Miss Kia. Thank you for your patience.
Please unmute yourself, Kia.
Yeah. Hello. Thank you. I actually have like a very similar question about my boyfriend as well. Is he an addict?
Yes.
to
I heard yes.
to cocaine, to alcohol? Like, what is it?
Well, he acts really weird sometimes, you know, right? And you go,
Right.
what is up? And he's all wiry and crazy. Make sense?
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think it is?
I'm thinking it's cocaine because I caught him one time and he tried to really convince me that was like he was really sorry and he'd never do it again and da 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 da. But like, I don't know, this is like it's very scary and tricky because I've never been in a situation like this.
Right. He has a buddy that does a lot of coke.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah. Yeah. Feel your hands get warm. Feel your hands get warm. Your feet. I felt your feet change and your hands change and your heart now. Now I saw your face starting to sweat. And that's on Tony. Tony's like a he's kind of like a super addict. And so when he hangs out with him, then it's really easy to be an addict because he's got a little help. There's a little peer pressure there. And so, but he has to probably change his buddies. And so that's what I see.
So I've been contemplating, as much as I care and love for this person, that's just something I can't handle.
Well, I don't. I think that you can. I think that you could actually help him. Is what I think. Okay. And so, but at the same time, it would be a really quick fix to where he gets to choose you or whatever his addiction is. And so, and I think he'll choose you. He's really a good guy. He's got a good heart. He's got a good soul. And so I was able to clear a bunch of darkness off of him really fast, which lets me know how bright of a light he is. And he's a
really good person.
Right. And so, and he's really not even what you would call an addict in the way that he has an addictive personality. Mm-hmm. But cocaine is a very aggressive drug. And it's not his friend. And so I cleared him off. I think he's going to lick it. And so he's one of the very few that I would say he's going to actually get through this is what I see. And it feels like he'll have some family help as well is what I see.
Okay. So I've been contemplating breaking up for like the past week, and like this is my first serious relationship, and I think I'm very terrified. I had parents that had a very violent relationship most of my life, so I'm just very terrified of being in something that I should not be in. So I've been doubting this a lot.
Well, I can't blame you, but I think you're going to push through and actually win. And so everybody's like, no, tell her to dump the drug addict. I don't even think he's a drug addict. I just think he gets influenced to do this and dabble every now and then with this friend. And so, but you got to just say, you can't dabble in that because I care about you. He loves you on a scale of 1 to 10, a 20. Mm-hmm. So that's a pretty good number. And so I like him. I don't dislike him, but you have to just, how old is he?
24.
Okay. Talk to him. That's all you got to do. Just talk to him. And I think he'll come around, and he's a pretty good communicator. And so, you guys actually talk really, really deep and really well. And so I think you're going to be fine, is what I think. And be careful. You got some friend trying to talk you into breaking up with him, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that friend, you could be dating a saint, and that friend would tell you to break up with the saint.
Okay.
Yeah, because their friends are reading their stuff into your world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So listen to your heart, not some friend that's going to tell you to blow. She would tell you to blow up with everybody. So anyway, that's what I say.
Okay.
So, okay.
Okay.
All right. Good luck, honey. Good luck. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll get through this. You'll get through this. You guys are young. You guys are young. You know, a lot of people party when they're young. A lot of people party when they're old. So, but you know, maybe it's a good idea not to do that. Who are we talking to?
Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Kia. Let's go to Jonathan McLean. Jonathan, thank you.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jonathan, unmute yourself.
Where are you at?
Where's he at?
Right there. Do you see him?
Dun, dun, dun.
Jonathan?
Mhm.
All right, we'll come back to him.
Jonathan's at the store.
Okay, we'll come back to him.
Uh-oh.
Let's go to Betty's iPhone.
All
then.
right, Jonathan. You're not paying attention.
All right.
He probably doesn't hear us. We'll
Oh,
go back to him.
Who are we going to now?
Betty Munoz.
Betty,
Hey,
unmute
beautiful
yourself.
girl. Betty's iPhone.
Hi.
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 Hey, girl. Good. How are you?
Good. Doing better.
Oh, good. Good. Awesome. You look great.
Yeah, so I just wanted you to clear me, Gary, because I really want to make it to your retreat. I'm already signed up. I have my
good.
flight. So
Great.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you and we'll take good care of you. You'll be happy. So I'm just pulling a few little dark energies away from you. And so ask God for one of these big golden spirits. Just say, God, give me one of these big golden spirits that you were handing out earlier, because this is going to really help you.
God, please give me one of these big golden.
How big is your house? You're walking for a mile. That's crazy.
House.
Oh, it's a really big house. And so there we go. I'm just seeing this this big giant golden spirit that's got it looks like it's made of citrine, like this crystal right here. And so, but I see it going around your body, and I see you looking super bright now. There, see? And now I see you starting sweat on your forehead. You feel that? You see? Yeah. And there we go. How you feel now?
Good.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And thank you, BJ, because I know she's on here. She convinced me to go, and I'm coming.
Oh, good. Oh, that's awesome. BJ's amazing. There we go. Thank you. You look bright now. You'll feel really good. You feel good now. Feel that? It's kind of a crazy feeling.
I do.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Good.
much.
You're going to be okay, honey. You'll be okay.
I
There we
love
are.
you.
I love you back.
Yeah.
That's
Can't
good.
wait to see you. You're gonna have so much fun at the retreat.
Yeah, you will. You will. She's fun. She's fun. She was at the Ojai retreat. It was really great.
Yeah.
Her and her daughter.
I remember I
There we
watched
are.
you dance with her. Ooh.
Oh my God. Yeah. It was
Remember
like,
that?
yeah. She can dance.
Mhm.
She can really dance. That's crazy. That's crazy. Who we talking to?
Okay, let's see if Jonathan is ready again. Jonathan, are you ready for us this time? Jonathan McLean.
Hey, Gary.
There you go. Yeah, we couldn't find you a minute ago. There we are. Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Hi, Gary. Just two quick things. Hope you're having a good night.
Yeah, we are.
Whatever. I'm just been struggling a little bit recently. Been working a lot and trying to stay up with my meditation, but I think I'm just slipping on clearing myself. I just feel a little bit darkened down last few days.
Well, here's
And
what I
just wanna
see when I look at your aura. You have what I call Swiss cheese aura. You have holes in it. So you have like holes in your spirit, and I'm going to fix you real quick, okay? I'm just clearing everything, and I'm asking God to give you a brand new spirit, and
God,
the
please
spirit.
give me a brand new spirit.
Okay, now these spirits that are coming down tonight are really made out of citrine. It's like this look. Okay. So that's the kind of spirit, and it's just wrapping around your body and going inside your body right now. And so there we go. Look how that feels. That's kind of crazy.
Feels
good.
nice. Thank you, Gary.
Feels nice. Yeah, I see the glow go back in your face. I see the light go back in your body. See, these days it's really important. No matter what they throw at us as far as the dark energies go, you can always get a big brand new spirit that's going to solve you. You know, it'll solve everything that's messing with you. But now you're looking golden, really golden, all gold everywhere. There you are. You'll be all right.
One other quick question. I want to try to help my my ex out. Her boyfriend is like having some weird stuff going on at his house, and she asked me if I could have you clear the house or see if there's any like earthbound spirits or anything attached to him or in his place.
Did he do drugs earlier? Did he drink alcohol, a lot of it earlier? Did he have addictive things?
Yeah,
happening?
maybe. I don't really know, because I know he was like in a rock band years ago or whatever, but I don't know.
Well, that'll do it. Yeah. Well, this was earlier on, so there's a lot of entities left over from that. There was one earthbound spirit in the house. That means the house was haunted.
Oh, there was an earthbound spirit. Yeah, because my ex kept saying like they felt like there was something in his house. So
well,
that makes
there
sense.
was. This would be someone who died of an overdose. And so, but I'm just clearing this out of there. And indeed, it may be a girl, not a guy. And so it's this crazy girl, and she screamed at me. I went to bring the light in, and she started screaming. She looks a little bit like an angry Janis Joplin, and so, but I just cleared it. Okay, and so I just cleared her.
So you got her out of there. That's
yeah,
good.
I got her in. Yeah, I got her in the light, and now it was like a tornado, and she went up in it. And so there we go. Yeah, they'll feel a lot better now. See, your feet got hot. You feel different.
Yeah.
See? Yeah, and now your face is glowing. Now you got a happy face, not a beat up face. You see?
Thanks a lot, Gary. Appreciate everything.
Hey, appreciate you. Good luck.
Hopefully,
buddy.
I can
Love
get to the retreat. I'm gonna do my best.
Hey, come. You will freak. You will freak at what
He's
happens.
a loser. Stop it.
Yeah. Do
All
your
right,
best.
thank you.
Thanks. I look forward to seeing you.
Thank you, Jonathan.
All right.
Call
Good
me if
night,
you wanna
Gary.
come to the retreat.
Good night. Good night, buddy. I like him a
I
lot.
like him too.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah.
One of
He's
those
really
energies
cool.
You just
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
one of
right.
these
Was that so? Did you see the quick fix? Do you see how quick he's just like he went from like being horrible to great?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so and so this new spirit that seems to be made of citrine, which is this crystal right behind my head, it just comes down in this golden light, zaps your body, and turns your body into, it looks like citrine for real. It looks like you're all covered up in that energy. So if you can imagine that, and if you don't have a citrine, call me up. I got a ton of them. Just tell the office that you want a citrine, and I'll pick you one out. And so, but they are really, really powerful. But it seems to be right now that this is like what we need. And a lot of times, you know, it's really pretty crazy, because when I do tapping in with you guys, I actually figure out, okay, what does everybody need to get okay? We can get up to a high vibration, and then what are the angels? What does heaven? What does God want us to have? What spiritual gift do we need to be okay? And so, and that seems to be the gift du jour, or the gift of the day. Who are we talking to?
Thank you, Gary. Let's go to Miss Regina Mendoza. Thank you for being patient, Miss Regina.
Please unmute
How
yourself.
are you?
Hey, girl.
Oh,
Oh,
unmute yourself
hey.
again. There you go.
Hello.
Yep.
There you go. Now you got it. Hi. There we
Hi.
go. Hey, how are you?
How are you?
I'm great. I'm great now that I'm talking to you guys. So what's going on? What's your question tonight?
My question is, I just wanted a clearing. I feel like I'm like how like you said it earlier. I'm in my own way.
Okay. Let me get you out of here. Well, here's what I see. If you were like in layers of energies, you're in the bottom of the barrel, is what I see. Your vibration is very low. And it's all kind of like you don't even know how you got there. And
Yeah.
so, well, there's some of these energies that are attacking the planet right now are sucking the light out and with all of our higher selves. And so, like I thought, when I go look, I find a bunch of these energies, sucking the life out of you. And so, and I'm clearing these out. They're attacking your higher selves. And now I just cleared all of them. And now I got you looking really super bright. And again, you've got holes in your aura. So you would ask for one of these right here, one of these. Okay. So you would ask for a citrine spirit. Dear God, please give me my golden citrine spirit.
Dear God, please give me my golden citrine spirit.
And it looks just like this. And so now
That
you got
looks just like that.
yeah, and that rolled into you, and then it's really interesting. Then you got another one that looks just like this, and so an
Oh.
amethyst rolled into you as well. And so
Oh.
it's really funny. When I started the show, I had Gus Hammy. I said, "Give me that amethyst right there," and I said, "Because but anyway, I'm just zapping you with that. Now look how hot you got instantly. You're like click, like really hot, really fast. Feel that?"
Yes.
And so, okay, that's coming from this amethyst. That's where it's coming from. And it's coming from Zion heaven. And it's coming from your new spirit that looks just like that. It looks like
Okay.
amethyst. And so there we go. All right.
I
And
have
so,
one more. I can you take away this crying stuff? I'm over it.
well, that's a demon. I call it the wozy woe. You got the wozy woe demon.
Mhm.
Whoa, wozy whoa. Whoa, whoa. Okay, and so you're going to a low you're going to a low vibration, and it's a wozy woe vibe. And so all you got to do is go take your eyes and look up a little higher. Meditate from there. Now your hands got warm just because you looked up. Notice that? How easy is that? Right?
Yeah.
And so you
Okay.
got to pull light from up high, not down low. You were bottom feeding.
Okay.
And so, yeah. And so, but don't wozy woe.
Don't mostly well.
Yeah. And so you're wozy woeing. And so, and you're also picking up on other people doing that. Where's your mom?
My mother's in heaven.
Mm-hmm. How was she? How did you do with her?
My mom she was on a lot of drugs, and she had a lot of issues.
Well, here's what I see. If she's not earthbound, she has a bunch of earthbound higher selves.
Okay.
And so she may be earthbound. Where did she die?
In her apartment.
Okay. I think she's earthbound. She may be earthbound. Have we ever talked to her before? Yeah, because I'm trying to get a hold of her and she's cussing. She's cussing me out, actually. Was she kind of aggressive? And she would tell you.
She was nasty. She was yeah.
Really? Yeah. And she would cuss like a sailor, right?
Yeah, she would.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So
like I said, she was a heroin addict.
yeah. And so because here's the thing. So your mom's earthbound.
Okay.
So so here's the thing. I want you to tell her, we're going to get her in the light and you're going to feel a million times better. You're picking up on your mom's energy, earthbound, and she was a heroin addict, and that's driving you crazy. How weird, right? And so I want you to just simply call her name like you would call her. You call her mom, or what'd you call her?
Rosa.
Okay. One more time.
Rosa.
Okay. Tell her to look up and take the angel's hand right now.
Look up and take the angel's hand.
Yeah. Tell her, yeah, now.
Yeah. Take the angel's hand.
Okay. She did it. Okay. Now tell her to take one step into the light.
Take one step in the light.
She said her feet hurt. Say, I don't care. Take a step into the light.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Tell her to take a step into the light. One step.
Take a step, Mom. Take a step in the light.
You got her. There she went. Okay. There you go, honey. There we go. Now look how light you feel. You feel totally warm inside. You feel totally different inside. Your head feels good. I see a whole brand new you. Your heart went totally golden. And it's almost like your face is a different face. That is bizarre. And look how you feel. Feel that? Now you got your light in your eyes again. There we go. Yeah. Your mom's energy was living off of your energy. And so how long has she been dead?
A year, February 19th.
Okay.
And
Well,
I've been a mess. I
no wonder. See, when nothing makes you a bigger mess than to have an earthbound spirit that's in your energy field, and your mom was in your energy field and she was an earthbound spirit, and now she's not. And you saved your mom. I mean, your mom, she's on her way to heaven. It takes a few minutes to get there. And so she's going to be okay. But the greatest news is you're going to be okay. You were hung up in that energy field, and that was making you be the woesy woe. You see, he was making you sad and depressed, crazy. You couldn't figure it out. But there we are. We figured it out. You're going to be fine. Okay, honey?
Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I love you, Gary, so much.
Hey,
Thank
hey, I love you too. Feel how hot. I'm freaking out at how hot your feet are. Feel how hot your feet are hot, right?
Yeah.
Really hot. Really hot. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, good luck. Good luck, honey. You're gonna be fine.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Wow, that was powerful. So amazing.
Could you
Good
feel
job,
it? You could
Gary.
feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get, a lot of times, see, when I look at you guys, I always have to figure out what's wrong with you. What do you got going? Right. I don't know in the beginning. And then I'm able to tap into it and I'm able to figure out where is the discord. And thank you, angels, for helping me with that for sure. Because her mom was incredibly stubborn. And so it was hard to get her into the light. And so who are we talking to? Who are we talking
Thank you,
to,
Gary.
Michelle?
Let's go to Amy. I think this might be one of her first times. Hey, Miss Amy. Thank you for turning your video camera on too.
All right, Amy.
Hi.
Hey.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So my question is kind of more general, but I want to know how to clear energetic imprints, specifically like when it comes to self-sabotage or like manifesting something and then screwing it up.
Part of that is a practice more than anything, and that is to not overthink it. You have the great problem of being intelligent. And so sometimes these days intelligence is not necessarily a great thing, because you will sometimes overthink it and go, well, I think I know what this is, and you'll go into something, but I would say just don't overthink it, and you're probably, let me just look and see if it's what I think. Yeah, it is. You're more on track than you think. You're really on track, and sometimes if you overthink, and sometimes I'm a little guilty of overthinking, and I love it when I hear things like, today God told me you're doing really well, and I'm like, oh, thanks God, and so what I hear you're doing really well. All considered, you're doing excellent, actually. And I see you doing better and better and better and better. And so I feel like all of your dreams will come true. I feel like all of your manifestations will work. I see you being silly happy. And I see you with a soulmate that you're just dancing through life with. And so that feels really good to me. And so I see all your stuff working. It's just live and allow it to happen. And so you're going to find that this will work out really faster than you think, is what I believe. And I see rings on your fingers, and so that's all good. That's all good. I think you just want to be happy and love together, that kind of vibe, oneness. And I see you attracting a soulmate. And does that make sense to you? You would like a soulmate, right?
Yeah. Yes. I would.
Okay. Don't overthink. Just say yes. That's the right answer.
Okay.
And so, and just attract a soulmate. Just say, God, bring me a soulmate, please.
God, please bring me a soulmate, please.
and say, God, please bring me my soulmate.
God, please bring me my soulmate.
It's really good because, there's a lot of things happening on the planet and I'm seeing things different. There's some shifts, crazy planetary shifts that are happening, some energetic shifts, some spiritual shifts. And I see you walking along the cliff in Zion heaven with your soulmate. And I see you just holding hands with your soulmate. And that feels beautiful to me. And I feel your legs getting lighter, your face, your hand. I see you holding hands with your soulmate. And so you're going to find your soulmate pretty fast if you hadn't already found him. And so that'll just occur. And
I
so
appreciate
don't
it.
don't overthink. It's just going to happen. It'll happen really fast too for you. It'll happen fast. So good luck. There we are. That's good. That's good. Oh, and you got one of those spirits right then too. There, you got one of those citrine spirits that looks like that. And so I see it wrapping around. I see it wrapping around your body. Seems to be that everybody's getting one of these tonight. That's good. And there we go. And look how you feel. See, different feeling, really good feeling.
They're right here.
Yeah. Good. Good luck, honey. Good luck.
Thank
You're
you.
sweet. Yeah. That's beautiful.
Thank you,
That's good.
Amy.
I love everybody getting these golden citrine spirits. That's kind of crazy. I'm like, give me one. Give me one of those things. There we go. Oh, I got some. I got 2 or 3. They fell down. They came down. That's
I'm
beautiful.
afraid to ask what if a real citrine falls on me.
Right? Yeah, you get hit in the head with a rock.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, I manifested the wrong thing.
Yeah. Oops. Can I ask again, please? Can you ask again? There we are. Can you imagine how many times God's got to be tired of that, right? Can you imagine being God? You won't what? Yeah.
He's probably
Yeah,
got
you
a
wanna-
buddy, he just puts it on like autopilot and he's probably out at the beach chilling. People ask for
think?
spiritual gifts. Yeah, it's just on automatic. It's just like they just fall. Every now and then he gets one wrong. He's like, oops.
I hear
sorry."
God saying, you know me. I hear God telling you, Dean, you know me too well.
That's what I would do if I was God. I would just put it on autopilot. I'd be like, well, whatever they ask for, they got. Click. Listen to all that.
Give it
That's
to
like
him.
That's like the movie Bruce Almighty. You know, you guys
Yeah.
watch Bruce
Tell him,
Almighty?
tell him to
With
quit
Jim
whining.
Carrey?
Yeah, stop whining. Here's your gift. Leave me alone. I'm at the beach.
Yes to everything.
That's
No?
what I would do. Yes.
I think God does spoil us. I mean, I really do. I think God does spoil us. Usually, if you don't get what you really want, it's because you are standing in your own way. And so if you just learn, just figure it out, get out of your way, and then allow it to occur. The last lady we talked to, it was interesting because she wasn't in her own way, but she actually had an earthbound spirit that was messing with her. It was her mother. And so this was bringing her vibe really low. So we got to be very careful and sensitive to what's going on with our energy. It's the most important thing. And then when you get your vibe high, stay high. And when you see all these people getting these spiritual gifts, and every single person, you can see them, their forehead starts to sweat, they get all light, they get warm and fuzzy inside. Ask God for the gift. Whatever, if it's raining down these citrine spirits, get yourself one of them. They gave me 3. I must burn them out pretty quick. And so get yourself the gift. And that will make it possible for you to get really above whatever's blowing the planet up right now and making everybody crazy. So this will really help you guys. This is a very big deal. That's a very big deal. That really is. Who are we talking to, guys?
Oh, thank you, Gary. Real quick, I gotta get Victor Lomas and his cute baby. Congratulations, Victor! Oh my gosh, we miss you.
Victor.
You gotta come to the retreat.
Oh, I'd love to.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Gary.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Check him out.
Got my wife here as well. Say hi.
Hey, beautiful.
Hey, girl. How are you?
Victoria Lily.
Oh, I thought you were having a boy, but you're having a girl. You had a girl. Okay,
Yeah, we had a girl.
Oh.
Well, so I'm not sure if it was the first one was meant to be a girl because we did have a miscarriage. I had talked to you about it. And so we got the same spirit. So maybe it was going to be a boy.
No, is exactly what you said. Sometimes they come back in for another landing, and that's what happened. And so there we are. And so I see you're going to have this little girl is a very strong-willed girl.
Oh, yes, very much so.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah,
she just wants to.
her birthstone is Citrine. So
Oh,
just
really? Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay. Yeah, look at her. She's looking at me right in my eyes. Look at her. She's like staring right at, she's like, who are you? Let me look at you. You're a bright soul. She can actually see spiritually. That's really cool. She can totally see spiritually. I see a bunch of halos above her head. I see golden slippers on her feet. So she has a lot of spiritual gifts that are raining down around her.
Right.
And so I see her holding hands with both of you guys. So she's like she's a little rock star. I love her.
Yeah,
Michelle's melting. Michelle's melting right now. I tell you, she loves babies. She loves babies.
Such a cute kid.
So cute, beautiful.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to meet her one day. I'll have to
I
take her.
love it.
Yes.
That's
Oh my God,
perfect.
so cute.
Oh,
Gary, I have a
congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
I wanted to see if you can see possibly with me, because I haven't been feeling well myself. I think I've been having some heart problems, and just want to see if you could see what's going on with that, possibly.
Did you have a murmur from a kid? You know, if you had okay, I think you might have had a little something going there that you've had forever. I don't think it's new.
Oh,
And so this is what I see, and there may be a little valve issue that you have that's very minor, but I see it. Have you had it checked out?
no, I haven't, but I've been meaning to, because I've been feeling like, whoa, what's going on here?
Well, you know, it's very minor, and it only happens sometimes.
Yeah,
which
right.
is which is interesting, and you'll feel it, little palpitations.
Yeah.
And part of this is actually the energy on the planets, and I'm trying to discern, is it spiritual or is it physical? I hear a little bit of both. I think the good news is 75% spiritual. 25% there could be a physical thing, but it's so minor that it may be very hard to figure out right now. But I would still go through all the process of figuring it out. And I'm pulling off the spiritual part that's messing with you. See how dizzy you're getting? See,
Yeah.
really dizzy. Feel that?
I've been feeling it. Yes.
Yeah. And so I'm just pulling that out of you, and you have a bunch of higher selves that are stuck in a black hole and in a hell dimension. And so I'm clearing 1, 2, how many? 4 hell dimensions, which are upside down pyramids. And there we are. And I just blew all those off, and I've got a bunch of your higher selves back, maybe a few hundred of them. You're going to
feel it.
Yeah. Now then, see, now you're getting warm in your body.
Yes.
And that's because I'm pulling these higher selves back to your physical body, and you're getting one of these citrine spirits that obviously must be what we need right now, because that's what heaven's throwing out at us. So you got a citrine spirit. You also got an amethyst spirit as well. And so it looks just like that, you know. And so
here, let me show you.
oh, there we are. I remember that. Oh, yeah, that's a cool piece. Remember, Michelle, you got the other one of those. We had 2 of those.
Oh, yes. I remember she was like, this one's mine.
Yeah. I got the big one, the big amethyst heart.
Yes.
Thank you, Fury.
Yeah.
My
So
wife pitches it every day.
Oh,
yeah, she loves it.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I see it actually clean. That's the reason I saw you're the first person that I saw that got a really big amethyst spirit that just fell on its own. But that was a very big deal. And so I love it because I'm learning so much as we go. But these spirits really matter because they protect us from some of the things that are coming into the planet and attacking everybody. See, your head still feels a little dizzy. Feel it? Yeah. Yeah, well, see, the reason you're feeling that is because your higher selves are slipping back into your body. And so rather than everything going counterclockwise, it's now going clockwise. And so now it's making a lot of sense. There we go. Now see, everything's settled down and cleared. Feel how everything sort of clicked in for you then. I think you're going to be fine now. I mean, it feels like to me you'll be good, but always always go check out anything if you feel anything going on health wise, certainly. But I see. I think it was 75% spiritual, and so now then you feel really different and kind of solid in your body. Feel that different feeling? It's a different feeling. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, you look good. You look good. Beautiful. Hey, thank you. Beautiful, beautiful baby. Beautiful baby. Thank you, buddy.
Can I ask one last question, please?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
My
Sorry.
dad's in the hospital right now, and he just had a stent, and he actually, right after the stent in his heart, kind of the same thing going on. Well, he ended up coding. He died on us 4 times, and we're very lucky that we got him back, but he's struggling in the hospital right now, kidney failure and, you know, all kinds of stuff. I don't know if maybe you could clear him off or give him some healing if possible. I'd really, really appreciate
Well,
it.
I hear you can. And so you want to say, God, give me the spiritual gift to clear my father.
God, man, please have the spiritual gift to clear my father.
Okay. And now I just see a beam of golden light. And I see this giant light that looks like a beam of a rod of light. God gave you the rod of light. I've never even seen this thing before. But it's, oh no, here's what it is. You know what it is? It's not a rod. It's actually a God cord. His God cord was actually severed. So you want to put his God cord back. Okay. Imagine having his God cord, which is a beam of light going straight above his head. And there you go. You clicked it right in. There you go. It looks just like this illustration here. And so you want to just imagine in your mind's eye, I see you just clicking it in. Now it looks really, really glowing. There, he's good. That's all he needed. He just needed his God cord straightened out. Through one of his dying processes, he went and he came back, but he didn't come back with his God cord. So he won't have enough light to keep ticking. And now he will. Yeah. Yeah, I think you fixed him. He looks pretty good now. I mean, I'm looking at him. He's starting to glow. It looks like some of his functions are starting that weren't going. They got to be very careful of him being dehydrated.
Okay.
I worry about dehydration with him. And so they're going to think he's not dehydrated, but he is. And so kind of, ride him a little bit about, is he dehydrated? Is he dehydrated? Keep asking,
Well,
And
they
so,
don't want a lot of fluid intake because he's doing dialysis, and
Right.
they keep saying they're trying to take fluids out, which
well, they are,
day-
so we don't get congestive heart and lung failure and everything or whatever. But it looks like that it's a fine line whether they kill him with dehydration or the other way. You see what I'm saying? And so they just gotta, they can't go to sleep at the wheel with him right now.
Okay.
And so you got to really pay attention and talk to them and ask him every second, hey, is he dehydrated? Hey, you got enough fluid off to where he's not, dying of a congestive heart or lung or whatever else is going. And so it's a little bit of a dance, but it looks like they get through it and they figure it out. That's what I see. Okay. Good
Thank you.
luck. Good luck, buddy.
Right
Good
now, I
luck.
appreciate you.
Yay. Appreciate you guys. Really.
We
This-
love you. Thank
Yeah.
you. That was really good. Oh my gosh. Good
Hey,
luck.
Bob.
I'm going crazy.
It was really crazy. This is when I look into the baby's eyes, when I look into her eyes, she looks into your soul. Did you guys catch that a minute ago? That was crazy, right? You're like, oh my God, she's staring into my soul, Sometimes babies can do that. It's really a freaky kind of crazy thing. And so who we talking to? Who we talking
Thank
to,
you,
guys?
Gary. Can we go to Charles and Arlene in the Philippines? Woo!
All right. Please.
Charles and Arlene, unmute yourself.
Hey, Charles and Arlene.
Oh wait.
Oh, there
There's-
they are.
There's
I'm
two
sorry.
Charles and Arlene. Which one is he?
I think their connection is
Okay, you want to go to somebody else first?
Charles and Arlene. Okay.
Go to somebody else.
Okay, we're gonna go to Lisa Hahn first, and then we're gonna come back to Charles and Arlene.
Lisa H. Lisa, unmute
Hey,
yourself,
Lisa.
please.
Hi,
Hey.
how's everyone?
Good. Really good. Really good. What's your
Good.
question, honey? What's going on?
Oh, I've been in a funk lately, having a hard time concentrating. My head's very noisy.
unmotivated at work. Something's
That
going
doesn't
on.
mean, well, that means you live on the planet Earth.
I
That's
know.
what's
I'm
happening.
hoping you can help though.
Yes, I can. I think I can. Let me look. If you think you can, you can. I'm looking at you. You got a few of these entities that sort of are worm-like that suck the light out of you, and I'm just clearing all those off. What does that feel like? How do you feel right now?
Floopy.
Floopy. What is floopy?
There's a new one. I feel a little like, light. That's good.
Light. Oh, good.
Tingly.
All right. Yeah, there we are. And there we are. And there we go. Okay, now then, I want you to ask God and the angels for a brand new citrine spirit.
God, angels, please give me a brand new citrine spirit.
There it goes. They went right around you. There. Now you feel like you're floating higher and higher and higher. Notice that? And
I
so
do.
these,
Yeah. Yeah.
these are like Zion spirits. This is what, the big castle, the big palace in Zion heaven is made of citrine. And so, and I see everybody I've never seen these citrine spirits until tonight. Tonight's the first time I've ever seen them. And so, but I thought we were going to have some crazy breakthrough that was really going to work. And so, and I also saw a few that were also the amethyst ones. And so there we go. Now you're just glowing. Look how you feel. Different feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Different feeling. You're almost looking for worry and can't find it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
I've been searching for a quiet head in the mornings, especially.
Mm.
And I hope
Well, there
this
you
will
are.
help.
Well, now you got it. Now I feel your
Good.
head. I feel your head really quiet. And so,
Mhm.
how many kids do you have?
Two girls, teenagers.
You got one girl that is really magical right now. That's
Mhm.
really got a bunch of gifts and really cranking along. Does that make sense? One's like,
She's
and
probably my older one. Yeah, she's a senior in high school, about to graduate.
she feels like she's just really getting it.
Yeah.
Is what I see.
Yeah. The other one actually struggles quite a bit in school and all that kind of thing. But the older one, I never really worry about.
Yeah. Well, I see her just doing really, really well. And
Oh,
I see
good.
her spiritually doing very, very well. And she may help her sister out as well. And so,
She
but I
usually
just,
does.
yeah. And so she's very kind. I see her doing really well. Is anybody going to Europe soon?
No, well, we're going to Mexico in a couple weeks for spring break. I haven't nothing in Europe though.
Yeah. I see
And
Europe
then
as well.
Oh, interesting. I mean, I would love to go back. Yeah. My daughter
Oh.
is going to college in Arizona and I'm in Minneapolis. So that feels like Europe because it's going to be far away.
Yeah, no, it feels like it's your daughter. And it feels like she ends up doing something that's very European and she ends up being
That
quite
sounds like
happy.
something she would love it. Yeah.
Yeah, she likes to just go do stuff. And so but I see some connection where she's going to get something offered to her. And it feels very European and it feels like she should do it. So whatever that is
Yeah,
when it comes up.
I got very tingly, so I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, when that comes up, you should say, yeah, okay, yeah, let's
Okay.
do it. And so that feels really good for her. But I see your whole family doing really well now. And I saw a dark, crusty energy explode off your house.
Oh, wonderful.
So it was really kind of crazy. And so it lets me know what these new citrine and amethyst spirits do. And I just saw it explode off your house. And so, and if you guys don't have a citrine or an amethyst, you guys need to get one. So get one from me because
Okay.
I tune them up, to Zion. And so that's the reason they work. And so there's like, but I see this. There we are. See how quiet your head got? It got really still then. There we go. That's what you're looking for. You'll be all right. You're going to be fine.
It is.
You're
I'm
going to
going
be
to call
good.
the office and get some crystals because I need both of those.
Yeah, I think so. I think it would really matter. That's what I see. Because I meditate with them. And when I was in the hospital and I was going through my dying experience with COVID, God told me, he said, I want you to sell crystals. And I argued with God, and I don't usually argue with God, but I was like, God, I don't want to sell crystals. Right? I love selling crystals. I love it because he said, no, you don't understand. You can actually tune them up to Zion heaven, but he says, I want you to touch every crystal you ever sell. And so every crystal that I ever sell, I've touched it, I've hung out, I've meditated, I've played with it, I connected it. I mean, and I totally do that. And so, and it really does matter, but it makes me very, very happy. It really does. It's just like a kind of a crazy thing, because it brings in so much healing energy. And so you'll find that once you get really in tune with it, which is just a matter of playing with them. A lot of times you can hold them and they'll just, I piddle with them. There we are. Now that one hooked up. And so, and when it hooked up, your feet got hot, right?
Mm-hmm. And my
You
heart
see?
is really warm right now. Yeah.
There. So it actually heals you. And so again, God was right. Oh yeah, God's always right. That's how it works. All right. Good luck, honey. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yell
God
at us.
bless. Love you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Lisa. You too.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Who are we talking
Yeah.
to?
Thank you, Gary. We're going to go back to Charles and Arlene.
Unmute yourself, Charles.
Charles and Arlene, woohoo, from the Philippines.
Guys, how are you?
Hi.
How's it going? Hey, Gary.
Good.
I got a crystal of your hair too here. Check
Oh,
it
good.
out.
Oh, I
Huh?
love it. Looks like me.
Look at it.
Oh, you guys are always in the sun over there. I mean, the sun is like really shiny and bright and beautiful. And so it's dark here and it's light in the Philippines, obviously now. And so what time is it? What?
11:30 in the morning.
11:30 in the morning. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so what's going on, guys? So what's your question tonight?
Well, Arlene's been complaining about pain in her breast and in her on her right breast, her right back, and her clavicle or neck. I was wondering if you and the angels and God could clear her or find out what's causing it.
I cleared the dark energies, but I don't like the combination of what you just said, but that's my brain thinking, the neck, I think you should go get it checked. Have you had it checked?
No, that's what we were thinking about doing after first asking
No.
you and what's going on.
Well, I would go get it checked because I don't like the sound of it. If it's in the neck, that could be lymph nodes and then do you have any pain underneath your arm? Is there anything? Yeah, right in
armpit, are you saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
below her breast.
Yeah, that's what I
like-
see. Yeah, I think I go get it checked out just to be on the safe side, okay? And so that's what you want to do. I'm not trying to give you fear. I'm just telling you to go get it checked out. And so but it feels like it's not nothing. So you want to go look at it. It don't look black, it looks gray. Usually when things are gray, that's not the worst case scenario, and so that's good. And so, but you want to go get it checked out. And so, but I just, let me fill you full of light. There we go. And love. There you go. And now I see you getting one of these new citrine spirits. It seems like everybody's getting I see them rolling down. See, you got dizzy. Feel how you got dizzy? And you got dizzy in your head. It's kind of strange. And so now then I see you beaming, which is good. That's kind of crazy feeling there. And now you went super. What? Your hands sweating? Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. And so, but I see you looking really bright now. There we go. Good.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, she always goes to the outdoor market and carries heavy bags on her shoulders. So I figured maybe it was her carrying vegetables and all, But yeah, that's the next thing was to maybe go see a doctor just to make sure.
Yeah, I would do it just to be safe, just to do. I always encourage everybody to do that. But when I look at you now, I see you just beaming and glowing. And it may be absolutely the doctor says, well, don't carry heavy bags, but you just want to be really, really, really safe is what I see. And so, and I don't see black energy. I just see gray energy. And so gray energy is fixable. Most of the time, black energy is not. Okay.
Oh.
So that's what I see. And so there you go. Looks good. Now I actually see white energy. So in the time that we've been sitting here, I see everything going white. Just go check it out though for sure. Okay. All right.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you.
Good
Have a good
luck.
evening.
Thank you, Charles and Arlene.
Hey.
Good luck.
Thank you,
Good
Michelle.
luck.
Thank you.
Let me see.
Oh,
What are
thank
you
you.
guys? What are you guys looking at? What are you guys looking at? You know.
Well, we're looking at the cell phone right now, but I got it transferring up to our big screen TV, so we kind of keep looking.
Are you?
But
Are
here,
you? Are you?
I'll show you.
Are
Hold
you?
on.
Are you on the bay? Are you right on the water?
Yeah. Here, let me turn. I'll show you. That's our big TV. That's my Chris.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
there's
that's the
Dean and
Chris.
Michelle. Oh, look at you guys.
Yep.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, here, this is
Oh, we look
crazy.
good on TV, Michelle.
It was funny. They were doing work on the side of the front of our place, and this was outside our door. And I don't guess it's a crystal, a Philippine crystal. We don't know. It was right
Was
outside
it?
our gate. They were using to pave the road, but it's some kind of crystal.
Wow,
Look
that's
at
a cool. That's a cool looking thing. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it is. Here, I'll take you guys outside so you can see where we're at. Hold
Yeah,
on.
that's what I want to see. I just want to see where you are. It looks so
Okay, well,
bright
here,
there.
here's the we got it's high tide right now.
Oh,
I'm
there's.
hoping you can
Oh, yeah, that really
Oh, wow.
sucks.
That's a beautiful view. Yeah.
Yeah.
That really
Yeah,
sucks.
lucky
That's
you.
a beautiful view.
I mean, he's literally on the
Wow.
Yeah,
do you
because I
live
can
again?
I could see that psychically. I really could. I could see that psychically. I just wanted to see where you were, and because I could
then
tell
here
it was
you see-
absolute.
You can see our coconut trees. Man, it's crazy when you drink the coconut water from these coconut trees. The water, it actually fizzles. It has bubbles in it like soda, and it's really sweet. It's unbelievable. And then here's our bananas. Here,
Wow.
our banana.
Oh,
There's
look at
banana trees grow like weeds. And then there's our chicken. We call her Chicken. She came. She showed up.
We're coming. We're coming to
Christmas
visit.
morning at my window when it's open. We'll take her on, and yeah, here got coconut. I mean, this is our bananas. Oh, here's this one here, pomegranate tree. My goodness, what do we have?
I'm gonna move in
also,
with
so,
you guys.
there's the main
I'm
street.
gonna I'm
There's our
gonna move
house.
in.
But we got also where's the Guaybano?
I'm gonna
Anyhow,
move in
I'll
with you
take it
guys.
back. Yeah, we got lots of fruit trees and all here. Oh, here's a papaya right in front of our place. They grow like weeds too. Just seed drops down and it starts growing. It's maybe like 2 months old and already has fruit. It's crazy. And then we have coconut trees just naturally just start having branches.
Hey, Michelle, we need to get a place like that. Yeah, okay.
Let's go.
Hey, Charles, what town do you live in, or what city?
Where do you live?
We live on the island of Cebu in
Oh my gosh.
Catman, Cebu. And here goes some man, they have amazing flowers here. Look, these are the gomamillas. It's like a pink one here. And then we have all sorts. And here, right here's a
Michelle,
lemon
you
tree.
could wear those. They could wear those in your hair. Look at that. They got all these gardens right there. I want to live there.
It's insane. There's these flowers here. I don't know what they are. And flowers grow crazy here too. Unbelievable.
See, I could
Beautiful
feel
flowers
your-
in the Philippines.
I could really-
I
I
think
could
this is a
really-
Guayabano tree right here.
I
Guayabano.
could feel your
We
outside.
have all
I could
sorts of
feel your
stuff.
garden. I could
That's
feel
a
it.
cacao tree, cocoa tree. It fell from the last December from
That's awesome. He just-
I think
I love it. I think
he
we
might
lost
have,
him.
lost for
We love you guys. Thank you
Oh,
for
he fell into the
sharing.
ocean.
I know.
Yeah,
We're
thank you for
coming,
sharing.
Charles and Arlene.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah,
come
thank you
stay,
for-
right?
Yeah, thank you for sharing your paradise. That's great. You even got a chicken. I like it.
That's-
I love chickens. I got a lot of chickens. I got
Yeah.
chickens.
What did he call us?
You
Chicken?
got a whole farm, Gary.
A shitkin? What did he call
The,
this?
Yeah.
the chicken, something like that. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, Gary, you should
That's a
show
great
everybody your farm when we go there in your retreat. For those
Oh
who haven't
yeah,
seen
that's
it.
kind of crazy. I got like 500 chickens. I got a lot of chickens.
Yeah.
I supply eggs to all the people at every church in the area. You know, I give all the old girls chickens. No, not chickens. Eggs.
Eggs.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. Go get me some eggs out of the refrigerator. I'll show you. They don't believe. Let me show you. Anyway, I can't show you my gardens because it's dark outside and it's also February in North Carolina. But it's really crazy. It's like summer here. It's like I guess this is global warming or something. But it's like February is usually freezing and cold. It's like 70. It's really really different.
I think it's
It's
all
really
shifting because in Vegas it snowed and rained and hail. So
oh
very,
well, there we
very
go.
peculiar weather.
Oh, we slipped
You
in
guys are
another
you guys
universe.
are evil. That's what it is. And so that's it. Here we go.
So
Here's
blue.
here's
So blue,
egg.
it's beautiful.
This came and it says Spivey's Cedar Creek Farm.
Yep, you
Oh,
got your
cool.
own egg carton.
Check it out. There's my egg. Yeah.
Yay.
It's not as
Straight from the
impressive
farm.
as his garden or his ocean. I'm going to go back to his garden and ocean. There's just an egg, but I have good eggs. This is good. And if you come to the retreat, I'll cook you some good eggs. So who we talking to?
Yes. Oh, thank you, Gary. Okay, let's go to Miss Lisa Berger. Hi, Miss Lisa. Thank you for being so patient.
Oh my God.
Hey, girl. Hey, how are
You see
you?
Fallon's art?
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I like that one. She's it has a certain effect where it sucks in everything from the universe and grounds it to you. I don't know if you know that's what it does, but that's what it does. And
Gary, you know what I see sometimes? The fifth sun, the orange sun that we went through to get to Zion. Remember the fifth sun with the
right.
blue triangle? And then I got my purple angels from there. And then we got to Zion.
Well,
she calls this deep within.
Well, I see it brings it. Well, I see it brings it to you is what it does. Like it takes everything from the universe and brings it to you. That's its function and what it does. Here, let me zap you with this one. This one's crazy. Look how your feet got hot. Feel it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I charged your painting up. Crystals actually charge up other things. See, now you got dizzy. Feel that? And so I wanted to I've got your vibe like really super high and went really into the ozone. And so I saw you getting amethyst spirits. I saw citrine spirits. I see all these different spirits around you and Al. And so that's good. So that'll really help him. That'll help you. Perfect.
Oh,
good.
Bless you. I love you guys, all of you so much.
Well, back at you. It takes a lot of love. It's so important for us to love each other these days because it takes a lot of love to make us okay. And you have to really, first of all, really know, guys, that you're worthy of love. You are totally worthy of love, loving, and being loved. And so, Lisa, I love you. Tell Al I love him too.
I love you too.
You guys are great. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Love you, Lisa.
And I love all you guys. I appreciate you joining me here on Tapping In. And we had fun tonight. We had all kinds of crazy things kind of going as I'm just reading through a bunch of you. But the neatest thing is we got these brand new spirits that are Zion heaven spirits, and they're citrine, and they're like this big, crazy amethyst. There we are. It's heavy. And so, but these different energies. And so imagine right now, all you guys imagine your big citrine spirit coming down. It looks like this here. And then imagine your big amethyst spirit coming down and going around your body. There we are. And connecting with your mind, your body, and your soul. And as you allow this to come down around your body, you're going to feel really, really good. And this will protect you from all the dark energies that are fairly aggressive these days. And so you'll find you're going to feel a whole lot better. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys that are coming to the spiritual retreat and already signed up. And if you guys want to sign up, you should do it because we're going to sell out and you're going to wish you did. And so May 4th through the 7th, I appreciate you guys. Just call in 800-827-GARY. Support at GarySpivey.com. garyspivey.com, or you can also call Michelle, and that's the best way to go because she'll hook it up for you and she understands all the places where to stay and all that sort of thing. And the bed and breakfast in different places we have 702-822-0548, 702-822-0548, Michelle at garyspivey.com. And all this week I'll be in North Carolina doing private readings. And so if you ever wanted to get a reading from me, now's a good time to do it. I'll be doing private readings with you guys this week. 800-827-GARY, garyspivey.com. Leave a message or just call in and we'll answer and book a private reading with me. I'd love to talk to you and clear whatever's you got going on. It's pretty easy to fix. And so private readings, there you go. Call now. And so 800-827-GARY or garyspivey.com. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining me here on Tapping In. And I will see you Wednesdays, Energy Clearing. All you guys that are in the online club, if you're not in the online club, join it. What's wrong with you? And I'll clear your energy on Wednesday. We'll be doing that as well. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you real soon.